I'm a reviewer, so let the reviews be joined. Hello again everyone, your friend Dinobot here for another video review for you. And today, as you can see, we're going to look at Transformers Combiner Wars Legends Class Powerglide. The only one of the Legends class that, aside from Thundercracker I believe and Blackjack, are supposed to use, you kind of can use with the Combiner Wars figures, like Superion and Prime and Motormaster. This one is only like the one that's officially set for that. Before we get into the guy here himself, let's look at his accessories that come with him. Of course, his card. We have very nice artwork for him on here. Again, I don't know. I'm going to find out who's been doing the art for these. They're really well done. I really should know this considering how much of the comics I know, but I cannot for the life of me figure out who does the art on this one, or any of these really. But there's the card, and of course his instructions, which mine were kind of folded up kind of real bad, but the artwork, like the others, is still in it, really nice. Trying to see if I can open the image up there. There's a better image of him for you, but very cool. Not hard at all for this guy, but let's just get right into him. Powerglide looks pretty much identical to his original G1 bot form, or jet form, which is like I believe it's like an A10 hovercraft. I'm not sure the exact extent on the details on him, but he looks very well done. Unfortunately, I don't have my Powerglide anymore. I wish I still did, my original G1, but you know, as I've said in other videos, that when you have to take care of your family, you have to give up some stuff, and fortunately that a lot of my G1 stuff was one of those casualties of that. But enough of that, we'll go right into him. He's got a lot of good red coloring all around for his main body and everything. Got the gray, of course, for part of his limbs. It's got this little bit of black back in here for the engine compartment area and stuff, but nice detail. Of course, you got the black on the cockpit as well, but very nicely done. All in all, a very nice little figure. Now, transformation is really hard. He's got two transformations, he's got his plane mode, he's got his jet mode, or excuse me, his plane mode, his robot mode, and then his gun mode for the Combiner Wars. We're going to transform him into his his robot mode first, which is very easy. To do so, we'll start off. You basically flip him over. You right here, you want to pull his legs apart. You can actually, it's easier to fold these down and then push basically the engines down as well. You can actually, if you really want to, you can push them all the way down, but I just push them just a little bit, like so, just enough to get them right behind his legs. You then flip these panels down for his feet, and it's easier just to go. I always just tuck the wings back up right up around the engine just to give that little bit extra detail. Right at this point, you grab the wings. You will just twist them because they're on a little hinge here. Twist them, and then this little peg here will peg right into this side here. You peg that up, and you just unpeg the forearm from the wing right there, and just pull it down to form an arm. Do the same on the other side. Peg it up, unpeg here. Oh, and I just popped his arm off in the process. I pulled a little bit too hard. Great thing about a ball joint, though, pops right back on. You straighten them up a little bit. Now here, for the head area, you want to pull this section back, basically the nose cone area. Fold the landing gear in, and then you will coordinate it down just a hair, which I'm not getting the whole section there. As you see, you coordinate it down, and you can peg it right back up. And as you do so, you also want to turn this front section away around to form his head. And there we have Powerglide in his robot form. Very, very well done. Very nice. I really like this guy. Uh, he was never one of my top favorites, or up in the top 10 or so of my original G1s, but I still liked him. Uh, Articulation for this guy, you have a little bit articulation here for the head for the turning, basically for the transformation. It's kind of gets blocked for his look by the fins there or the wings there, but he's got the ball joint there to rotate his arms all the way around. He's got a hinge for the elbow. No articulation and spin and twist in there. Same with the fist. There's no articulation there. No real waist articulation at all. The hips, he does have a little ball joint there at the hip, which gives him some articulation up and back. And he's got the hinge right there in the knee. And then with the transformation, he does have a little bit for the foot. Not much, but for a Legends class, you can't expect too much from him. But still, it's not bad at all. I really love the big Autobot symbol there. Very distinguished for him. But let's end this, or before we get too much further, let's see his gun mode. Which, when he's in gun mode, any of the deluxes can hold him. I don't have any of them actually sitting next to me, so I won't be showing that part off. Actually, my next video, I'll be showing Superion, so be sure to watch for that. Now, transformation to gun mode, basically it's reverse, almost all the way back to jet mode. I mean, you flip his head back around here, all the way. Make sure you get it all the way, don't pull it too far like that. You push it back out. Oh, you want to. I don't have nails, so it tends to be easier for me to just pull the landing gear out right there from that stage. Straighten it back up. Bring the arms back in. Peg them right back into the same point of the wing. Like so, which I'm not getting it all the way in there. Which I don't think, am I? Come on now. Let's see. I'm getting it. I think I got it too much in there. There we go. I just wasn't getting it enough of an angle. Same right there. Get that arm in there. Next, you want to, of course, peg his legs back together. Straighten them up some. Right here, you can pull this panel all the way up, and as you do so, you see a little blue piece here. It's basically like a scope. You flip these all the way down. Oh, almost forgot. Got to flip the feet back up. Put that down, and then you can push these fuselage engines all the way down as well, and that's gun mode. Well, once you get it pegged in right, and that's your gun mode for you. Very nice look. He looks really well with Superion, which again I will show this better off in my next video, which I'm going to show how you combine them all into Superion. Even though I've shown how you transform the modes, but I'm going to do a review on that. But let's get them quickly changed right back to, well, let's go ahead and get him back into robot form. It's kind of easier to do that from here. Flip his feet back down. Oh, let me go over this real quick before. In gun mode, you see he's got the targeting sensor up here. He's got basically blasters here. Looks like basically say this is another blaster here, and he's got like missile pods here, which that looks pretty well for his gun, for a bigger bot to hold him as a gun. Bombshell, one of the other Legends, does have a fan-made gun mode, but it's not official, so I can't really say nothing on that one. But I actually have Bombshell. I will do a review on him as well. I'll probably once I get Motor Master and stuff, I'll probably display him with that as well. So, but let's get him back. As I said, let's get him in robot form. Push his fuselage back up, or his engines. I'm sorry. Flip the feet back down. Spread that back out. Flip the tail fins back up. Unpeg his arms, and we'll get his head back down. Rotate his head back around. and peg it back together, and there we have him. Back in robot mode. Very, very cool. Not much to him, but he's still, as I said before, for Legends, he's really cool. Uh, I don't really have any GIF against him. Only maybe if this panel could flip all the way up, just to lay it flat up against him, or if it could twist around and do it, just to hide that little sensor back here and not look like he's got a tail but on his butt here, it probably would look a little bit better back there. Instead of, I mean, you could actually leave it like that if you really wanted to. If you're going to display them like this in robot form, you won't see it because you can see it here, but otherwise you'd actually see it hanging down between his legs there. I mean, but you know, the instructions probably even call for you to leave it like that. I mean, I can't say for sure, but again, do I suggest picking this guy up? Of course I do. I mean, he's really cool. Nice. He'd be a perfect addition to your aerial bot team, especially if you got him displayed in his gun mode, as I plan to, in one of Sprayon's hands. But before I sign off on that, let's do the little services here for you guys. Check out TF Select for all your Transformers parts and figure needs. I'll post a link to them as well. They're formerly known as BotFink. Also check out the Transmissions podcast. If you actually listen to the podcast, you get some great group of guys on there. You got Cybertronian Beast, you got Yakko, aka Daryl, or excuse me, Jeremy. You got Yoshi, and you Rubber Tires Yoshi, and you have Charles Big C. If you listen to the podcast often, they actually say my name a lot down about Maximize, because I listen to them very religiously. I comment on their podcast all the time. Also, check out Daryl the Cybertronian Beast. He has his own YouTube channel. I'll post a link to that as well. And off of that podcast, a lot of us fans of the podcast get together on Saturday nights or Friday nights. We hang out on Skype, just talk, just hang out. Just Transformers fans just hanging out, having fun. And you're welcome to join us if you would like to. All you got to do, if you're a fan of that and would like to join us, hit me up on Twitter, and we'll get you squared away as to the time and details and all. I'll post a link to my Twitter page, and also post a link to my email if you guys want to email me. But as normal, guys, this is Don saying please like, share, and comment on this video. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe. And real quick before I sign off, I'd like to thank you all because I have officially reached a little over 100 subscribers now. Right before I did this video, I checked, I actually have 105. So I've gotten back up there. I've considered the lack of videos in the last few months due to illness and other things. I'm glad I'm starting to get back in the move. But this is Don saying thanks for watching, and I hope to hear from you guys soon.